think we're good. I put everything out. How's everyone doing? This mic is way too far over. How's everyone's week's been? How's it going, Majoran, right? Oh my god, this is stiff as it's not moving. Okay, hopefully the mic is fine there because I'm too lazy to move it. I have no music, so let's jump straight into the game just so I've got something in the background at least. There we go. Connected. Game music. There we go. Something in the background. To be honest, this week, it wasn't a bad week right up until today. And then today just got real fun. Because we're building a website and work. We were meant to see it. And then guy pushed off me until tomorrow. And now I've got like 4 hours just traveling tomorrow for work. So, yay! Fun times. So it's been a long day and I'm gonna apologize now for the super low effort, or like not low effort, low energy stream. I'm gonna hopefully have the coffee drive me through. Yeah, true. I could literally stream twice just in the car and just chat crap, I guess. What was it? Don't even know what I was looking at then. Yeah, it doesn't help that literally last night was my first night. First night. I do usually go on a night, but it was my first day back in the gym as well. So that just like hit me like a ton of bricks. And I was just like, by about 3 o'clock, I literally said the words, I just need to go home and have a nap at this point, and I'd happily just continue working after I woke up. But I was back in, toning up, and it was an arm day. At least if it's a leg day, I can kind of sit there with my legs up and chill. So I'm 50-50 if I'm gonna... Oh, timer. I remember this time, kind of, almost. Yeah, I'm 50-50 if I actually go tonight or just leave it as like a... Get a little bit of cardio and I'm happy day. It's so warm today as well. I think it's been kind of a, just in hindsight, very low energy day because it's actually been warm in England for once. Which, I mean, sod's law, it couldn't have been warm while I went camping now. Ooh, 2 in a little conga line. Just hope your cough doesn't linger too long. Because that's obviously signs for other stuff. And if you Google it enough, it's probably a sign for cancer. To be fair, I didn't check, but it's meant to be getting hotter over the weekend. Which is not great, because if it gets hotter today and I'm stuck in essentially a glass and metal box for 4 hours tomorrow, I'm going to be sweltering. Touch wood you do. Although, if it gets bad enough, silver lining. Day off work. If it's worse and it goes longer, days off work and you get to play the DLC. Not have to worry about going into work. Which we are only, I think I saw a post about that before. Like, I want to say just under a week. Yeah, it's just under a week off it. No, not just under a week of it, less than a week. Because today's... Oh yeah, just under a week. I will think of it as like just under a week until you get to just chill and watch me play it. Don't know if I've said it, but so annoyed that I couldn't, even if I wanted to, book the day off. Because I was booked onto events for work. And I'm the only one that can do it. So I was like, I can't book that day off knowing that. Oh yeah, they mentioned it last stream actually. I also mentioned that I might be doing a stupidly early morning stream, like 12 midnight. As it goes live, hopefully. I don't know what the time's like for release for it. But the moment I can play it, I'm going to try and play it at least. Because if it's not too long, I'll try and like chew through the story. And then later in the day, chew through the decks. That's a goal anyway. Technically for me, it's... I thought that was a shiny. Technically for me, it's not a work day considering I'm traveling down to... I always say Kent, I think that's actually wrong, but near Kentish. Really early, so still work hours. But I don't have to work all day. I can kind of drive for a bit, stop off at like a... What are they called? I forget them every time. Service station. Have a nap, grab a coffee and whatever. I don't have to like power straight through. Yeah, I guess, I mean, a lake's a lake no matter if you're actually there or you just got a device using battery. Oh, I gotta run. That was about to break my stream. My stream? My streak. My chain? There we go. I got there in the end. But yeah, I'll have one in the morning of the Wednesday, hopefully. And we'll see how it is. And I guess I'll try and get her up early. Depending on how long... Actually, no, you'll have the VOD, so you won't have to go to the VOD channel. You'll have the Twitch VOD. Yeah, but I mean, 3 points are 3 points, and I'll still do a stream later in the day regardless. The Nidoran females are throwing me off now. I've literally got to look for particles, otherwise I'll run into them. Yeah, I was going to say, oh, it'll be a struggle trying to like render out the VOD and get up on the second channel. But I always forget that Twitch actually does VODs, just for a more limited time. So you'll be able to like have it going in the background, lurking, and then actually just watch it through the day. Yep, got my off-brand mug, and I've got my water, which the water would actually be better, but I need to wake up a bit as well. So yeah, while you're working, you'll have something to watch and get an idea of what the DLC's like. While also watching me talking to probably no one. And then just wondering like, he might be a little insane. That just comes with living on your own and getting used to talking to no one. What combo are we up to? Questions. Ooh, 1080. Nice HD resolution. 179. Now, I'm trying to remember, what did we end the last one off? It was like 233 after we got the Chansey. Was it Diglett? Oh yeah, predictions. As always, the same prediction that we always do. Do I find a shiny this stream? Considering I think we've been a stream without a shiny. There we go. That's up, and also the game is freaking out. Oh yeah, that is true. I'll be in like an American time zone. I'll actually be in a, well, half decent time zone for Bud. Depending on how long the stream. Because considering he's like 4 hours ahead. Never usually a great time for him. Yeah, why not? It's all just... Considering not many people vote. It's more just for show. And to like, essentially, slap your dick on the table and go, I'm sure of this one. I'm just gonna adjust the camera there. Yeah, is that still going on? Because you might need to like update your app or something. That's what I mean. It's just, it's a show of confidence, whether right or wrong. I'm genuinely struggling. There might just be extended periods of like silence. No, the viewer numbers halved from 2 to 1. I think genuinely. Because I'm not sure if it counts me watching it on the stream manager side. Plus there's Nightbot in the chat. Got some false numbers. I tried something different today as well. Like, I wasn't sure if putting out a tweet and some kind of like YouTube community post when I went live would make a difference, so I guess we'll see. Shoved all the good old hashtags on it. Oh, and we can... I got Bellsprout and Weeping Bell in the thumbnail, so I guess we can get Victory Bell at least today. Yeah. Free votes, free betting. Betting without the risk of losing any of your money. The infinite money glitch, or infinite balls glitch. Tell you what, do we take a quick detour to go grab it? Or do I have a leaf stone? I checked my bag. I think I was actually running low when I was doing living dexy bits. So let's check my bag and see if... What is this? Power up pocket? Yeah, there's a stone literally there. What's this? PP up? Yeah, I need to take a detour very quickly. And there's no Nidoran on screen, so I'm actually quite safe. Infinite voting glitch. It's just a shame it doesn't count for anything. But, I mean, it's a thought, isn't it? That counts really at the end of the day. You watch, it would have been like a shiny Charizard and Dragonite just floating there and I wouldn't have even noticed. Hopefully I've got money as well, because I can't remember how much money I've got. Actually, no, it should be fine for money. I've been getting candy. It takes it from my infinite amount. Ooh, where is it? Wise Man? Or would it be Trainer's Market? I always check this because I'm never sure. Will it let me vote on my own? No, man, unless it grays both of them out. Streamers can't cast prediction in their own channel. And that's the first time I've ever read that. Wait, how do I get rid of it? No, I can't read anything. There we go. I didn't update a thing. It's lying to me. Leaf stone, right? The question is, do I save Victory Bell for the end, or do I just do it right now and get out of the way? What if I wanted to, though? Because technically, they are meaningless points, and why did it walk out? Like, it's not like I'm taking money from them. What if I just want to inflate my own economy? I mean, politicians can do it, right? So I should be fine. I'm actually not that sweaty, but I look very, like, I look moist on the camera. Use this and go back to Cerulean. Cerulean. And if it, okay, I definitely haven't told this one, but I think I was powering through. I want to say Let's Go Pikachu at the time, and doing quite literally like this, just flying through. Do I hunt up here? That's actually a bigger patch of grass, I've just realised. But yeah, I was flying over this grass and found a shiny Fearow and failed it. You know what? There's a few here. It's a sign I'm gonna start hunting here. Ooh! Been doing some art yourself. I don't know why I just took out Nidoking, but I guess we're going for the luck. My Nidoking is gonna bring the shiny blue Nidoran. Where's my phone? There it is. Let's have a look. Oh no, that's my own alert. Go into Discord anyway. And general chat. Oh my god. To be honest, I was expecting worse. I don't know why. Oh, one Bub posted in the chat. That's where I saw the 7-day thing. Let's have the reaction. Let's go for. Let's double up on the prod. Wish Charmander. Like I don't know why, for some reason I was expecting something. Well, I was expecting either end of the spectrum, something really bad or really good. But Wish Charmander is a perfect description. It's just perfectly in between. It's like that. There's some effort that's went into that. Deliberate choice of words of like some effort as well. Did you do any other like Arthur? That doesn't seem like it was just randomly thrown together. And I guess I did realise the other day the pan version of me was technically the first fan art of me. Sort of thing. Like, wow, that of anything that I was expecting was not a me made of pans with a grayscale cut out of my face. Make him the little. I'll tell you what. I'll actually do a little cut. I'll put him in like this corner of the frame when I'm hunting the shiny Charmander for the decks. And in an interested way, yes. Just to see what the hell you can make of me. In a narcissistic way, not really. I mean, fair enough. It's better than my version of boredom, which is, I'm bored, I'll have a nap. You'll see what you can do. The sinister comments start coming in now. Just as long as it's... As long as it's not NSFW, I'm fine with it. Don't want to start feeling weird about myself. Oh my god, I thought Nidoking spawned and I was about to run into it. Draw me as much as you want, just not like one of your French girls. We're not Titanic in this. Yeah, true. Do like the old YouTube trick, like original YouTube, or like any film really, where the, well, not films, that's implied, but like where they're naked in a YouTube video, but they're just wearing like skin-coloured underwear, and they deliberately blur it. It's to make you think it's there. Which, okay, if I could work it out some stupid way, it would be funny to actually wear like a skin-coloured top and skin-coloured pants and somehow just blur my whole body. Like that will get people jumping into stream. And, okay, Nidoking's too big. Nidoking's gonna need to go back in his ball. Taking up too much of the stream. Anyone smart? You know what? Weeping Bells are shiny. it's going to be the good luck charm. Although, okay, Weeping Bell is actually quite big. I mean, could they? Because I'm not sure that would break TOS. There'd be no nipples. It's implied nudity. But if it turned it off and turned it on, it would be a way to prove that it wasn't nude. It would really be skirting a very blurry grey line with Twitch. A sock out of a hand. Only use pants. I mean, that would be very easy. Oh, off a hand. Twitch is, it's got weird double standards. Pulling a sock off her hand and she got banned for it. Like, okay, I'm trying to play devil's advocate in my head and I can't even justify it because usually I'm like, okay, I can see why. But just pulling a sock... Okay, no, I'm not even going to try and guess Twitch at this point. Oh, okay. I can see that. Because, well, as much as I don't understand it, people like feet. If we know rules of the internet, there's 34 and there's people like feet. I still never understand it. Closest you get into feet is that big toe you just got in the corner. And now I've got to like reposition myself. Because I was nice and comfy then. Can't be not comfy. I think I'm going to get to 200. Or like, I try and get to 250 encounters or combo. Technically encounters for this hunt. I mean, if I know shiny toe hunt, shiny hunting, but I can only use my feet, could be a video. I mean, speedrunners do it. There's still... Oh, that's Ratata, not Nidoran. It's still one of the more interesting strats that came out for Super Mario Odyssey. That I'm just like, who looked and thought this was possible with the like 2-player stuff? But they need to use their feet for the sake of they need 2 full controllers. Or like at least to use enough of the controller that they can't just use 1 foot. Remove socks, but my feet are always off screen. But you know that I've took my socks off. And you've just got to imagine the feet. Yeah, like I was saying, if I know something about people who like feet is apparently the people who like feet also have money. It's a weird correlation. People who like feet are also very willing to pay for feet. Oh, where's the Nidoran? And my paranoia is coming in. Have I put a lure up? Yes. Yes! That was stupidly early. How long have we been live? Half an hour on the dot. That took me literal days and I didn't get one. I just gotta avoid this Nidoran. Go for this one. It was a shiny Weeping Bell. It did it. And let's throw the raspberry. Get in the Pokeball. That is true. Technically, I can put the prediction now. Oh no, I need to go to manage. Like, the prediction hasn't even ended. End submission. Choose outcome. Yes. Complete. Okay. I was going into this stream thinking if I've 195 as well. I was going into this thinking I'll just end it when I get the shiny, but it feels a bit wrong to do that now. The question, as always, though, I mean, let's go for a couple. We've got time now. Oh, and I'm also clicked out the game. Is what nature are we guessing? And also I need a name. Let's just check this is a shiny. And I mean calm nature. I didn't know it was on that screen. I'm used to the other games. But calm nature. Change the marking so I know which one it is. And name. I didn't. Because there's a lazy one where I can just call it King. But, again, lazy. I mean, it's going to be weird to, to throw into... Prince isn't a bad name. And the name is behind my camera. So do we go with... If you saw what I was typing in? Do we go with what I was typing or Prince? Can you guess what I typed first? Because it's what we were talking about. And it's not foot or feet. Okay. Do we go with Sock or Prince? Because Sock, I think, is funny. But Prince is actually a half-decent name. I like both. So I'm going to let you be the deciding vote. Okay. Either way, it's... my vote counts for both. So I'm going to tip it towards Sock. The next one can be Prince. And I guess... that is technically what I'd count as a video done. Yeah, unfortunately not the first time that's come up either. The Sock Prince. I mean, technically this is the first one, so I'd let it be the Sock King. But we're also going to go Shiny Weeping Bell. And I guess keep hunting for the others. Oh my god, I didn't realise it was that vivid. That's actually a nice shiny. Except for the fact that its leaves are dead. It's even more obvious there. The royalist of sweats. Yeah, now they died because the other one was just very similar, I guess. I mean, let's just go for the encore one. Oh my god, that is so big. I mean, I've got to keep him out at this point, don't I? He brought the look for the blue. I just realised he's got blue lips. He will bring another blue Nidoran. Yeah, it'll have to do. You're not getting any more. The closest you'll get to feet is Sock the Nidoran. I think that's what you meant anyway. The unintentional connections, as always. I'm too smart for my own good to where I don't even realise it. And I was going to wait till 250 to evolve it. Oh god, the pan art, I just realised. I hate that that's good. Okay, yeah. Didn't realise I was posting. I mean, you've got... If this is 30 frames a second, you'll have many pictures of me to use anyway. If that one came out terrible, which probably, if I know videos, they always do. Okay, do we want to go... How confident are we? Second prediction. we get another one. If I had to guess, that would probably come out as no. Oh, and good news, boys. I mean, I guess. Very vain of me to be like, this is great news, boys. Finally started on the script for the camping video. Got all my notes together. And I've officially started writing the bits I'm going to speak. Yeah, that's what I thought. My luck hasn't been that good for so long. I think I used it all up getting that one in like half an hour. And I've hit the nose itching part of the stream. Yeah, I've got to do the first bit of the video where I've just got to the actual campsite. I want to say I mean, there's going to be a lot of stuff that I'm going to have to film B-roll wise. Like, just to fill in gaps. Like, just visual stuff to try and match what I'm saying with the footage. Because I could not record everything that I did. For the sake of, didn't have a computer or laptop with me. So maybe 2 weeks, probably. Hopefully less. Depending on how long scripting takes, really. Because I can try and chew through it. Actually, no, because I was thinking of this. Maybe 2-3 weeks. Oh god. I was gonna say you're stressing like someone's dying, but quite literally something is dying. Yeah, I realised next week I'm either gonna have to double up streams earlier in the week because I'm actually away Sunday. I get back the Monday. So I'm not gonna have a good Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm gonna have 4 days of not being able to edit stuff unless I take my laptop with me. But then there's going to be Saturday, I'm not going to be able to do anything. Friday, probably not going to be able to do anything. Maybe Sunday, but I might still meet up with friends afterwards. I might have Sunday night. So yeah, I've got a good 3-ish days where I can't work on anything, which is actually going to be nice. It's actually the weird bit about... So I haven't actually went over the whole extrospective side of camping that I realised while I was doing it. Which was, it was weird only being able to hunt for shinies. Like, that was the only thing I could focus on. I couldn't watch YouTube videos in the background. I couldn't play music. There was no one around to talk to, like no other distractions other than hunting shinies. And it was very weirdly, after my brain stopped being stressed about like, there is no other stimulus. Weirdly relaxing, and I thought that was another shiny. It was strange, and like I said, my body was weirdly kind of like freaking out. Because there's definitely something wrong up here. Definitely a little bit of ADHD going on. But then as soon as I kind of got used to it, weirdly calming. Which just means every now and again I probably need to get into the habit of like meditating or something. Just like not thinking for a bit and getting used to that. Because I even do it in work. Yeah, Nidoqueens is... Wait. What colour is Nidoran females? I'm not going to click out because the frame rate will dip to nothing. What colour is Nidoran females? Do that. Nidoran female. Yeah, I thought so. I'm just gonna see how close. Okay, yeah, quite literally. I mean, it goes slightly lighter. Yeah, and I was gonna say until I get to Nidoqueen, and then it's the dark green and pink. So it still keeps a bit of the pink in there. Wait, why am I trying to catch Nidoran female? Yeah, literally got me thrown off there. I almost broke the chain. Yeah, no, I thought that as well. It's because I was looking it up, and I'm also looking for a Nidoran that colour. It's like perfect storm. Can we get the line this stream? I don't know. Unless I get really lucky. Like, if all my luck from Diglett comes back for the Nidoran, I probably can. But somehow, I don't think so. And my god, freaking Victory Bell's so big. Fingers crossed, there's enough shiny charms there now. And that is true. You didn't even like... Well, wait. Did you put charms in when the stream started? It's a chunky boy. Oh, you did put charms in as well. I was going to say, we managed to find that one without you putting charms in the chat. But you did when they started. I just missed it because I was thinking I was still setting stuff up. Chunky boy. I realize I'm going to have such a backlog of videos to do. Because I can hunt the... I'm happy hunting the rest in the background considering the video's done. Pretty much. Yeah, it's just become a theme that is definitely the stuff like holding A or like mashing B to catch a Pokemon. It's that kind of like fake look. But it seems to work. And if it seems to work and brings luck, I mean it's all superstitious, then why not keep doing it? That's coffee done. Now onto some actually hydrating stuff. Speaking of hydration, I realised something weird today. Because I always get called out for having like too many coffees or just like... It's a mix of coffee and energy drinks in work. I always get called out for essentially having too much caffeine. It was actually kind of scary today. Like, and obviously it's not an accurate test, but got called out. I had 2 monsters. Low sugar because I'm healthy. Drinking 1, most of the can gone. All those like chemicals in my system. And I got my phone up. I'll have you know, I don't look. Mainly because sometimes I am lazy and I'm a sit down peer. It's solid 50-50. Especially today, being like a first day after the gym day. It was a sit down pee day. If you want too much information. I just looked... Okay, for more information that you probably don't need, I just looked at the colour of the water afterwards. But yeah, yeah, I guess we are. How neon is everyone's pee today? But no, so talking about this, like all the chemicals and caffeine and whatever that I was drinking, half a can of Monster down, it was in my system. And I did one of the heart rate tests that you do by holding your finger up to your camera on your phone with the light on and whatever. And it was actually kind of, so healthy heart rate somewhere between, on average, 60 to 100. After that being in my system, and my heart rate was around like 52 to 58. I just looked at like, this should be way higher considering it's an energy drink and all the chemicals in it. Which just makes me think, that is keeping me alive at this point. Potentially. I did have to look it up, and most of my training is like cardio based, and apparently it said athletes can go down to like 40 and it could still be considered a healthy heart rate. If not low, it's still within a healthy range. So I was kind of like, oh thank god. But I do at some point need to do an actual heart rate measurement that isn't a dodgy just do it on your phone. Yeah, pretty much. Which I think it also ties into why my metabolism's so low. And why I don't actually burn a ton of energy is just because my heart doesn't beat all that fast on average. Which probably ties into why I'm so laid back. I do have a smartwatch, I just don't really wear it. Because I kind of want a new one. It's one of... I think I got it a fair few years ago. And as much as I don't like the look of the Google Watch or the Pixel Watch, I know it'd work great with the phone, and all the sensors in it would actually be really good considering it's first party from Google. I just hate the look of it. Other than that, I've got a Fossil watch that's been on charge for months and hasn't come off. And I may have, when I bought the house... Is that a Lechonk emote? Yeah, after I bought the house and I was doing work, I kind of got the watch covered in like dust, paint, plaster, literally everything. And I haven't been able to get it properly clean since. Oh, that emote is literally just Lechonk. It's not even like a channels emote. Did not know that was a thing. Then again, as we've learned, I know so little of Twitch. I know how to stream on Twitch, and that is about it. I'm going to try and add more to Twitch, to be fair. Like, eventually, I was thinking, with my thing of having, like... What is that one? Oh, Pika Ramen. Yeah, I was thinking about, like, having a clean layout and everything. But TTS, as long as I don't have it on screen, just in case someone puts stuff on, whatever. As long as it's only the voice element of it, I don't mind, because I can always mute that video-wise. I might start introducing that and do two methods, because I want... If people want to pay to do TTS, that's fine. But I also want people to have a free method. So I'll do like a... If I can. This is all contingent on what Stream Elements lets me do with it. If I can have like a channel point redemption for TTS. Like if it's just the highlight message thing and the TTS reads that out, I'll just shove that price way up. Because if anything, stream just needs, especially for like these low effort days, I want the stream to be a little bit more interactive. And technically without the guest star stuff, you can still be part of the stream outside of just having the chat on screen. Yeah, I know it'll do bits, for definite. The points I haven't properly looked into. If not, I'd have to see how far I can push ChatGPT to write some kind of plug-in app thing to work with OBS to get that done. Because that's what I was thinking, if it does a highlight message and some kind of like API backend can detect that, then I could get something to make an app for it. Trigger fire. I'll have to look into that. I'll actually make a note of that. Trigger fire. Because I do want to do, like I said with the restrictions thing for when I'm hunting the gender variants. I want to do stuff with that for channel point redemptions as well. So that might actually be good. And it could be TTS for that as well. And then if I can find dumb voices that don't require an 11 Lab subscription. Because I've been looking into bits of that for some dumb stream ideas. But for some of the better voices that aren't just the ones you're usually used to hearing, 11 Labs is where people go. Or there was one the other day, but I forgot what it was called. You can, but they're usually paid. I remember there was something a while ago where you could do it with Adobe Audition, but apparently that's just a back burner project that they stopped working on. Annoyingly. Because I have work that pay for my Adobe subscription, so I could have used that. And I was like, oh, sweet, I remember this. Just, it's still there, but it's been in beta since like 2016. Yay. And there's some softwares that I'm not comfortable training, because I wanted to kind of train a clone of my voice or something and just change it slightly. Because I've seen some smart stuff done with that. And I could just do like stupid accents and put them on myself. So you avoid any like any weird usage rights or copyrights or whatever. If obviously it's me doing the stuff. All that fun stuff with AI at the minute. Who owns the rights to this? Yeah, it'd come back to the whole thing of me being an AI streamer, but it would actually eventually become real. It's when I make a VTuber avatar, you've got to start second guessing and be like, is it really? Which I've looked into and it seemed possible. I have passable art skills. I know roughly how to rig things, at least for like After Effects. Imagine it's just like that, but a few more steps for the VTuber stuff. Oh, VTuber software. I've actually just made my life harder by being a guy on Twitch. Because that's the ultimate challenge. It's like, I won't initially get viewers by being a girl. I'll make my life harder. And the living Dex was an easy challenge. The actual challenge is getting views and subs on Twitch by being a guy. It's all a social experiment. Which, to be fair, that's a friggin' great YouTube video idea if I've ever heard of one, but that is super long game. You'd have to gaslight a whole, like... You'd have to gaslight a whole Twitch channel, along with a whole YouTube channel. That's a lot of effort. But think of the views. We've messing around with all like the AI voice stuff. It was scary because I was putting, I think, bits of my alchemy script into it to check. Yeah, it'd be the actual version of, well, yeah. It'd just be not bait, really. It'd just be click worthy, view worthy. But yeah, the scary thing with messing with AI voice stuff and putting my script into it was the fact that it's so close to being possible to just write a script and have an AI read it. Yeah, it's just the truth. The only thing is, it's not far enough to where you can still tell, especially when there's been... I've seen a couple YouTube videos doing it. And especially, I think it was a video on Dragon Ball, I want to say Z or Super. One of the two. I think it was some of the new Super stuff to do with the manga, because I wasn't going to read it, I just wanted to catch up on like what had happened. And it was just getting names wrong and different pronunciations just completely off, so you could tell it was an AI. And it was consistent with it. So it wasn't like, who's a YouTuber? Who I know definitely, I think it's Pulse Effects. The guy who I want to say, because I don't watch his streams, I think he still speedruns, but I want to say he used to speedrun, just because that's funnier. He'll deliberately say things wrong, just obviously get some comments in. Oh, he says this stuff wrong. It's like Austin John, but intentional. I feel so bad to say because I like both of the stuff. But it's true as well. Like, I know he does it intentionally, but you can tell he's not an AI because he'll do it once wrong and then go back to saying it the right way. AI will say it wrong the same way every time. And there was something that we were looking at in work as well, just to try and make easy short videos, just like pump out on social media for like when we're working on bigger stuff, or maybe we do. No worries, I'm just gonna be chatting crap as usual. And for when we're working on bigger stuff and we don't have the time to just pump out the posts just to keep the feed filled, there was something that we'll use like stock imagery, and it'll use a transcript of the video and essentially just try and edit a video for you without you having to do anything. And it's kind of scarce, the whole copyright thing, by using their own stock imagery and whatever, or like stuff that they have rights to, which I can imagine for that, to license stuff for that will be expensive. So I hope they're making a bit of money. But yeah, the fact that you could essentially get something to read a script, give that same transcript to this video editing software, and technically at some point the only creative input you'll have had to the video will have been writing a script. And even then, you can probably prompt ChatGPT or some like large language model with the right kind of prompt to write the script for whatever you need. So you'll have only have to have had the thought for a video, had the creative idea for the video, and use all these tools. And your only input is that thought. Which still, at the end of the day, people always get scared about all these AI tools coming out. But there's always some kind of like human input side to it that needs to happen. It's never fully automated. And there always needs to be checks as well. Like, so start of the process and end needs human input, which is why we will always be needed in less of a capacity, but also frees us up to do other stuff. So AI isn't quite taking jobs just yet until we get fully sentient AI. Oh my god, so many things other than Nidoran. No, we're just getting existential. Kind of. AI's taking jobs, but not. And as always, I always have to prompt people saying it's not taking jobs because we still need people, just less. Yeah, that's essentially what I was saying. It was, there always needs to be some input, and it just frees up time to do other stuff, essentially. But there's also bits of the human touch and character that doesn't come through with AI. Like, imagine an AI making one of my videos before I'd made one of my videos. That's something that just couldn't happen. Like, my style, my writing. That doesn't happen without me. Same as AI. I mean, you say someday, it's probably happening now. It's just very quiet. Oh my god. Future, okay, I need opinions. Because have you seen any of the new Futurama stuff? Because my opinion on the new Futurama stuff, it started strong. It's getting worse as it goes. Like, I think I watched the last episode and just thought this is too topical, and I don't think it actually got a genuine laugh out of me. The first one I thought was actually a pretty good start, but I think they're trying to go too topical. And the writing just doesn't seem as good as some of the original couple runs. Because they're not translating stuff to be like future relevant. Like Bitcoin was Bitcoin. Yeah, but that's how the others have been. They're kind of just very on the nose with it. I mean, look at when Fox cancelled them and they went over to Comedy Central. And they had Torgo's Executive Parlor from ground up box network executives. They're very on the nose, which is why I kind of gave that one... what's the phrase I'm looking for? I gave that one some leeway. I still thought it was good. But then they just hit like COVID in the most recent one. A pass, yeah. That's how you can tell it's been a long day. Yeah, I gave that one a pass. But the COVID episode and Exploded. And the stuff going up, yeah. They mentioned COVID and putting people into isolation and all stuff like that. I just wasn't a fan of it. Because if they would have mentioned it in a roundabout way, but made it a bit more futuristic. But they still had, like, in 3023, they finally got past Exploded. Not Exploded. They got past COVID. Like, they went straight from that to Exploded. So you had them right next to each other. I will give them, I say I didn't laugh. It got a little bit of a chuckle when they brought in the aliens from Omicron Perseiid. And when they caught it, they actually had a variant from when they caught it. So they somehow thematically brought in the Omicron variant. I was like, okay, that's actually just smart writing. But that was maybe the smartest thing in the episode. Yeah, other than that, I'm hoping the next one gets better. Because the last two I haven't really been a fan of. Although I also haven't went back and watched them multiple times. Like, I could have just caught them in like a bad mood or like I was tired. Which is always the way. It's always like when I've just finished my dinner. I'm going into like that food coma. Lying on the couch. Because I'm always lying on the couch. After dinner. I always think if I lie in bed I'll go to sleep. But for some reason if I'm on the couch I'll eventually work my way to lying down and then fall asleep. Yeah, I think that's maybe better. Like, damn it. That might save it a bit if you watch it all in one. And that might be what I eventually do myself. Yeah. Usually tired, I'll see something, someone reviewing the episodes on YouTube and be like, oh, the new episode's out. And that'll prompt me to watch it. So I need to watch them with fresh eyes. Quite literally. Which, I think, this season's got like a 10 episode run. And what episode are they up to now? That is a pack screen. Just reading the Discord. Let's have a look. Oh, I was looking up the episodes for... Is the new Rick and Morty out? Because I've liked everything so far. I definitely like the earlier stuff as always. That's just how it goes. Earlier stuff starts strong and then it gets bigger and a lot more formulaic. I'm apprehensive of the new stuff. Let's see. Because obviously, not Dan Harmon, Justin Roiland isn't part of it anymore. Season 11. 7 episodes in, so yeah, 10 episode run. Yeah, Justin Roiland isn't part of it. As long as the voice matches Yeah, it's consistent and they don't rush it out. That's one thing I can give them. It never feels rushed. But as long as the voice isn't too jarring between this new season and the others, I think it'll still be fine, because obviously as the show's gotten bigger and they've got to keep track of more stuff. They can act very like lackadaisical and be like, oh no, it's just for funny stuff and don't try and follow it. There is still some form of like lawkeeper in the production company. Yeah, that's what I mean. So I'm hopeful. The only thing it won't have is the stuff where he's clearly improvising during takes. I mean, yeah, that'd be the smart thing. Although, think about it though, he did more than just Rick and Morty. He was like half the cast. Yeah, I don't know how that'd affect production, to be fair. Considering he had such a presence in that way, I think the writing won't suffer. He made the show, but I think a lot of people can imitate this type of humor. Like, there's still going to be something that you're going to be watching it and something's going to feel missing and you just won't be able to put your finger on it because that'll be like his touch. But it will be near enough there, and I feel like after enough episodes and eventually enough seasons, that will be the feel of Rick and Morty. It'll be the new episodes without his touch. And you gotta think, it's probably gonna go as long as like Family Guy, maybe even The Simpsons. So eventually, after they've made enough, there'll be more episodes without him than with him. Which is a weird thing to think of. What time is it? Oh, this it actually feels like it's dragging a bit. I might only do like an hour and a half today because I'm super tired. Yeah, and that's why I connected so much with it. If you haven't watched it already, Solar Opposites, obviously By Them Again, was the only other thing that I kind of had that connection with. But it goes so in depth because it has like 3 plots running at once. Definitely recommend Solar Opposites. Yeah, oh my god, that means you haven't seen it. You are in for such a treat. I'm almost up to 215 counts as well. How many seasons have you got to watch this? You're gonna have such a good time. It's that humour, but basically just like a different kind of family sitcom. Because I think someone described it as Disney Plus, but obviously you can get it on other sites. I'm just looking on Disney Plus at the minute. 3 seasons of it. 3 seasons. 8 episodes. 8 episodes the first. 9 the second. Are they going to go 10 for the third? 12 for the third. Yeah, it's your... The only show I can describe this way, a fish out of water story, but for a whole family. Like the aliens that crash onto Earth and need to find a way just to survive in society, basically. Oh, fully. Like, it's not even one of those where I need to say, oh, you need to give it like a couple episodes. Oh, wait. I almost dropped the controller. Did we spot that? Is it... Am I open in the background for anyone? Yes. We got multiple. It's a good night. I am going to have to break the chain, but I don't care. Shiny Rattata. I haven't chained for this one, so I'm going to have to use that. And hopefully it stays in. It is. We've made up for all a terrible Diglett look. Oh, what I was thinking just from what we were talking about. What do I nickname it? What's his name? Corvo? No, we've broke the curse fully. Change marking. What are we guessing nature-wise? Because I know I want to call it Corvo just from Solar Opposites. Or maybe name it after the kid. No, I can call it Pupa because I think Pupa's yellow. Adamant. Okay. I didn't guess, but I wouldn't have guessed Rash. I think I'm going to call it Pupa. Which I think is P-U-P-A. I'll correct it if that's actually... Hopefully it's in the description of one of the episodes. Oh yeah, no, it's literally one of the last episode of season 3. P-U-P-A. You'll know what Pupa is when you watch Solar Opposites. And I always hit R to save because so many of the games, like modern games, do that. And let's just say I started hunting this stuff. Or like these shinies in under 100 hours. Which obviously like 25 hours there. It's ridiculous. The fact that I've got to this point. But I guess we keep going with Nidoran. I'm going to get to an hour and a half. Because we're only just at the length of the... Wait, how long is it? Have I been streaming as long as it'd take to watch the Live Index video? The Live Index video is, if it'll tell me, just slightly longer. An hour, 11 minutes, 56 seconds. So technically we're longer, but I want to make it longer by a mile. That's kind of my minimum, is we'll stream the length of that video. And then potentially, I think I do. I'll have to check the VOD channel. I think I automatically add them to a playlist. They'll just obviously be on the Rewind channel instead of the main one. Although I could on the main channel if people find that and don't want to go to the second channel, add them to a playlist. It would just make sense. Like, the only way to automatically add them when I upload them though is... You got 15k and I got 2 shinies. It's a productive day. Yeah, the only way to automatically add them is to... Oh my... You almost did, and technically you're not wrong. Wait. Oh, I kind of don't want to level them. I was going to say, do I get out the shiny Nidoran while I'm looking for another one? But I'm thinking, nah, I want to keep them nice and fresh. Yeah, surprisingly, I think I said the last one, like, oh no, you'll never get me with that. That actually worked. Yeah, it'd also be confusing as hell. I'm also just gonna double check. No, Nidoran female. And that was a Nidorino. For some reason I thought that was a Nidoran. So in these next 15 minutes, can I get a long enough combo and a shiny? The funny thing would be if I got a shiny, he's another chunk, especially in 3D games. But what I was going to say is it'd be funny if I got a shiny Raticate. Which, wait. Not that I'd count it towards this dex. Towards my shiny dex, because I've already got it. But I want to say I already have a shiny Raticate. Raticate isn't that far down the dex. Yeah, I do. Because I found this Raticate randomly while I was playing through the game. Literally, you can see the date, the 12th of the 2nd, 2018. Or 2nd of the 12th, I forget when it came out. And whether this date is American. Technically. But I had to explain this in the comments to, I think it was on my Mankey short. Someone was like, shouldn't you have more than 7 towards your shiny decks? And I'm doing it from scratch, just so if anyone wants to binge those shorts, they can see it all in one. And I'll have the story of like each deliberate hunt I did, rather than having to like logistically go back and be like, well, I think I caught this one this way, and like fish through my memories. Yeah, I'll need another one, which is why annoyingly my shiny Mewtwo and Lugia won't count for more than one reason. One, because I hunted them before. Well, not hunted. Specifically those I got purely by chance. But also they're not from the native region, and if I can get the legendaries from the native region, then I'm going to try and hunt them there. Annoyingly, in the later games, the shiny locked. Which is frustrating, so I might have to like go to the dens to hunt them. And then eventually, just if like games come out or they release remakes of regions where the shiny locked in or whatever, then I'll get them. I know there are some like Zacian and Zamazenta, or Zacian and Zamazenta, that I've missed, that I will have to just wait for events or something. Yeah, and some of them I will just have to. It's such a good game to hunt in. Like, I'll say, outside of... Because Scarlet and Violet strike a balance where they're relatively quick and easy to hunt in, but almost too easy. Like, still satisfying, but a different type of satisfaction where you can just, like, I can collect so many of these. These have the overworld shiny where they're obvious, but they don't take too long, because that's the other thing. Scarlet and Violet are easy, but they don't have any like sound or effects surrounding them to point out that they're shiny, so you kind of have to be on the ball on if they are. Which is why when I was editing the Living Dex video, I noticed that I missed the shiny Tropius, like literally running away from it. Which you can go back into the community post to see that. Spaghetti emote. Yeah, quite literally. Pass to that. You know all the free emotes, don't you? Oh yeah, you're just choosing from the list. But yeah, then you've got... I think the only other one that strikes a nice balance, because it's harder to hunt specific ones, is Legends Arceus. Because you get the sound, you get an effect when it spawns. But it's not super common. Like, you're not guaranteed to find one if you go for it. And it's hard to hunt specific ones. You need to kind of put the effort into hunt the outbreaks. And even then, you can go for the... Oh, what do they call it? It's some form of manipulation. But it's an Austin John method. I can't remember specifically what they called it. But it's kind of like a soft reset method. Just have to... I mean, Subs are cheap at this point, but nah. Just have to wait for someone to gift subs in the chat. So then I get a bit of kickback as well. Or just use the one from the Discord. Because all... Oh no, it's animated. You can do the dodgy one like you did in the Discord, where it's just posting the image. It's so annoying. I might do static versions of the animated ones in Discord, thinking about it. Just so everyone can use them, but the animated one is for people with Nitro. Which, I don't care if people have Nitro or not. I can't even use my own animated emotes, annoyingly. Which you'd think, me being the person who made it and added it, I'd at least be able to use those. Oh, right. Considering I've got full res versions of them, I'll give all that a go. It might be a weekend job. Do that in between, hopefully, and animating the video, editing the video together. Because I'm hoping, possibly by Friday, to have the camping video done, or like scripted. So I can then start cracking on with the editing over the weekend. And also, at this point, I should have my work laptop back. So I can have my other laptop constantly set up. To just, whenever I'm in the mood for editing, just plug it all in and get going. Which, thinking about it, I'm out all of tomorrow. The cooking section isn't even going to be all that interesting because I didn't document me cooking. I was like, I made curry. In fact, I can go through my notes. Because my notes are pretty much a script. Like, I could just go in and record it line by line. I just like... What did I say was a selfie section? No, there are actually no selfie sections. Technically. I've propped the camera up on something just so it can see me, but... I mean, I could do a selfie bit. I could always, like... What would you call it? Pose something afterwards. That we know is fake. But I could definitely make it look like I was still camping at the time. The money goes back. Let's see. Camp and hunt video. What were my notes for it? Woke up, didn't start, deliberately talking in mumbly speech. Now the benefit is I live right by a forest. So I could technically do this whole video faked. If I didn't actually want to go camping at some point. And all a Spiro at this point. And 2 Firo on top. Yeah, mumbling all this so I don't give stuff away. Oh, found it. I'm half paying attention. Let's just say the forest by mine comes into it for... Yeah, you'll never know. All my videos are actually faked somehow. Even if it is the Live Index one where I've recorded so much specific footage. That's very specifically me and streamed a lot of it. That'd be a lot of effort to fake. And so would the alchemy one. I think that is weirdly the nice thing about streaming a lot of this stuff. Is it adds a layer of legitimacy to what I do. But yeah, the notes for the curry section are just... I was hunting the right way, this man, I went back to the campsite, made some food, specifically curry, made lunch in-game and real life. And then, time to get back to the hunt. That is literally my notes. I mean, I could technically do it. Doesn't have to be a big dex. I showed you. That'd be, be fair, that's the only one that would be easier to fake, but also a lot harder to fake because I still have my face cam and timer over it. Oh, and scripting the video. Remember when we were coming up with like 50 different names for what it could be? Like, I can't leave until I find a shiny. It's 3 AM haunted forest. Shiny hunting something. I've essentially landed on I have 24 hours to find shiny Pokemon or something like that, because 24 hours seems to be a trend at the minute. Like, it has been for a while, but particularly for Pokemon stuff, it's a strong trend. And technically it's right, because I got there the Friday afternoon, left the Sunday morning, and had that whole 24 hours on a Saturday. So pretty much I can 24-hour challenge. I said to find shinies that I want. Obviously, writing it in hindsight, knowing I am not gonna find more than one. I'm just gonna spoil it now. Actually, no. Solid maybe. It really depends on how people want to judge it. Because that is something that I've had to leave up to people. Yeah, people just like challenges in general. Mainly because, as we know, Pokemon games, a little bit too easy. Especially now that we're adults. Hopefully. Most of us. Some very close. Yeah, they're just a bit too easy once you've played them a fair bit. So everyone's looking for different ways to play them and different things to do. And one of the videos I'm actually looking forward to, because I caught bits of him streaming it, is John Stone's been doing a medal challenge in, I want to say, Black 2 and White 2. So getting all the medals in that game, which took him literally a month. Yeah, I do want to do more, but to be fair, I want to go through some of the other games that I haven't played. Because everyone always says, I think it's Colosseum is one of the harder games, or it's either Colosseum or Gale of Darkness. Yeah, I can't wait to play Dark Souls. I just have too much that I want to do outside of it, but the moment my brain frees up some space to be able to deal with Dark Souls as well, it's going to be so fun. Although, to be fair, depending on what I've got at the time, I might start on Bloodborne. On my totally legitimate PS4 that I've got. Or PS5. Definitely wouldn't emulate that game. Definitely not. No air quotes. Yeah, close enough. I know what you meant. Okay, so I can start canonically. I just need to get a copy of Colosseum. Oh, car alarm going off in the background. Hope you can't hear that. Yeah, so I need to get a copy of Colosseum. You dreamer. So have you never finished Bloodborne? I've definitely seen loads of people playing it, and I know pretty much the story of it at this point. Because those games, I love the lore of them. Like, I'll sit there sometimes, and if there's nothing that I want to watch, I just go to like the Vati video channel. Vati, however you want to say it. I go through his channel and just leave like the lore videos on because they're so long. They're so good. And he's got such a good narration voice. Oh yeah, the shelf. So have you just got like no PS4 or PS5 now? Did it literally just end all your console gaming? Funnily enough, wanting to watch lore videos is the thing that's got me playing through Zelda at the minute. Because I loved the oh, who's the person who I watched for Breath of the Wild stuff? Oh, it's a shame. Oh, Zeltic. His Breath of the Wild stuff is so good, but I can't watch any of the Tears of the Kingdom stuff because I know he's going to delve into story that I haven't played yet. And I at least want to finish the main story before I start watching it. Yeah, no, it after a certain point, not worth sharing consoles or like. You're older than me, aren't you? I think I remember you saying that it's not, especially after a certain age, it gets more awkward sharing consoles. So yeah, also have to travel. Yeah, I thought it was somewhere age around there. 31 and 26, 27 this year, November. Which I'm still yet to figure out what I want to do around birthday stream wise. See what's out at the time. It's alright, you pass that like existential 30 moment that I'm still very much coming up to. I'm just there like, okay, still just gotta hopefully figure life out by 30. And then if I don't, just accept I'll never figure it out. But yeah. Everything just goes. Just will to live, your lack of lower back pain, or just any joints feeling okay. Yeah, I guess. Like I said, I'm hoping the what's it called? Oh, hair's graying. Hopefully not. My brother, even given everything he's went through, isn't grey, and this is like fully fingers crossed. Sister, I don't know if she dyes her hair, but isn't grey. My mum started getting greys fairly later on. Although if I do go... See, I was going to say this as well. Like, if I do go grey, I hope I go grey like my granddad, because my granddad is like fully grey but still in like his late 70s, I think. And I don't want to catch this. But still a full head of hair. And I've got generally quite thick hair. I mean, I've showed this before, like, no real signs of receding hairline. And the fact that I can always fluff my hair and do crap like this. It is still my fun party trick to do. Like, just separate it out and go full Ace Ventura. Oh yeah, my bed hair's horrendous. It is to the point where if I've been laying on it a set, like, let's say I've got a bath or a shower just before I went to bed, and I haven't fully dried my hair, if it dries in a certain way, it's gone. There's no point in me trying to save it. I need another, like, hot shower just to kind of get my hair to sit properly, because even if I do, like, the whole thing, like, oh, wet your hair and put it down and it'll sit properly, no. My hair is stubborn enough that, like, nope, get me cozy and warm before I'm doing anything that you want. I'm gonna say... Genuinely. Like, it will go down for a little bit, but the moment it dries, it just springs back up. Where is this Nidoran? Not that Nidoran. Like, where is it? And then Nidoran female just makes the noise. I just want to know what my combo's on. Because I want to get up to at least like 31 before I finish the stream. Just so if I'm feeling like some low effort hunting, I can keep hunting off stream. And just watch stuff in the background. Because the only annoying thing right now is I'm too lazy to go down and get my wireless headphones so I can watch something on my phone while I'm doing this. Because fun fact, that's what got me through some of the earlier streams when like no one was here. I just kind of threw a podcast on and just chatted crap. It helped give me prompts for like stuff to talk about while no one was there. Yeah, earlier on, like I want to say the first like 5 or so streams. And the nice thing with my wireless headphones is obviously I can pause it if there's something I wanted to talk about and didn't want distractions. But it's a nice little life hack to keep your attention but also give you stuff to talk about. And I'm used to multitasking. I actually had someone... Oh, there's an intro finally. I had someone compliment me on my ability to multitask, which I definitely wouldn't be able to do now. When I think I went... Have I said this story before? I went down for my friend's 21st. Like, went down the day before. Or the night of. I think I went down the night of. Got there before, went to his. And I was playing like Mario Kart or something with his brother. Oh yeah. It's the main thing that made me stop doing it. But for streams like today, and I did not look at the catch combo. For streams like today, it'd be a godsend. So I actually have to do less thinking. Yeah, he complimented me on the fact that I was winning the race in Mario Kart. Oh, 25. I mean, 26 with this then. I was winning the race in Mario Kart and holding a conversation with him. I was like, you know what? You will make it like a solid Let's Player. Which, at the time, I hadn't done Let's Plays for like a couple of years. I think after I stopped doing the channel and that and came back home for a bit. I'd say 3 years at that point. And had no intention of restarting. But it's probably also good practice to just chat shit for a bit with no one there. It just means when someone's there and actually talking to you, it's almost easy mode. I mean, yeah. Technically the streams are just live Let's Plays. Just not for the story of the game. Or the closest would have been me playing through Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, because you can't just cut out the boring bits. It's all just... It's out there. It's all on a plate. Honestly, the playing bit, easy enough when it's crap like this. Answering each individual person, easy enough. The reading bit is actually the harder bit, stupidly enough. There's so much, like, it might just be a me thing, but I feel like I miss a lot of, like, concepts and nuance just because it's only in text form. It was definitely, if you go back and watch some of the earlier streams, there are some jokes that, like, flew over my head when me and Bub were talking. Oh my god, yeah. Any reaction-based game is gonna be hell, isn't it? Yeah, that'll be... Say when. I still say if. If more people end up talking, I will just have to, like, cherry pick some comments and be like, okay, just... Like, having to have a different thought of, like, not trying to answer everything that comes through. But pick when people are talking at me and when people are talking to me. Because I've noticed when streamers get bigger, that's a different type of person in chat that starts to come out. Like, it's a different type of, like, sort of how I lurk. Oh yeah, it definitely gets a lot. Oh yeah, I just you putting all the names there as well. I'm just realising, like, oh yeah, there is like a small little community here. Just at that realisation moment. But yeah, how I generally lurk in some like bigger channels. If it's smaller, usually I won't say anything. If it's bigger, usually I'd post like the reaction comments. And I'll be back after this. So I half remembered something. I've got a lot of driving to do tomorrow. I also forgot that I offered to take my mum and dad to the airport in the morning. And that's easy multitasking and stuff. No effort to go into the game at all. So, my day consists of tomorrow taking my mum and dad to the airport at 5 o'clock in the morning, getting back, and then doing all my driving to go through, I want to say half an hour probably to go through from mine to the Wirral, and then an hour and a half up to the Lake District and then back. Finish it whenever. I'm not that important. Which, speaking of finishing, I'm gonna leave that Nidoran there. We did get up to 112 hours. And I'm gonna probably get a nice warm bath. Relax for a bit. Get a nap in. Then wake up, go to the gym to wake myself up and take my mum and dad to the airport. Yeah. So I'm planning in my nap. Also, I've got to stop the timer. And make a note of it. Actually. Yeah. Get nice and comfy. Take a picture of the timer so I know where I'm up to. Gym more to wake myself up. Because I know if I'm just waking off a nap, there's potential that I would just sleep right through. Just go in there, wait for the phone call, like doing bits of cardio so I can just drop it and pick them up. Will do, and I hope everyone has a good week, and I'll catch yous. It might be an easier day. I'll do my usual, maybe a Friday. But if not, I'll catch you Sunday. And apologies for the lack of music. I will sort that out eventually. But I'll see yous in a bit.